Hi, welcome to the live stream this morning. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will be giving messages based on who's listening, and also talk briefly about the week ahead. Yeah, so just before we start, I just want to say a few things. So one is, if you wanted a one-to-one appointment, just go to the Archangel Raphael site and their appointments up on that. If you wanted a 5-minute transmission, that's there as well. If you want to join the shamanic protocol, you can through that website as well. And the new week starts on Sunday. And also, if you wanted to do the Gaza fundraiser again, which is still active, so those of you on the Telegram group will already know this. But what I'm offering, so Raphael spoke to me about this, and he spoke about a new offering for it. And this one's going to be about soul weaknesses. So these are weaknesses that you have on a soul level. And so these are the sorts of things that will be with you for the rest of your life that you'll have to keep working with because they're very deep inside. Um, and then he's going to offer healing transmission to help with all the weaknesses. So he'll talk about what yours are, and then do a transmission. So for those of you who've already done this a fundraiser before and you've received a soul signature and vision, if you wanted to repeat it, just send the donation of that particular amount or more. And put soul weaknesses in the notes, and then I'll do that and send that over. And it actually complements, because I've done a few of them now, and it complements the soul signature and vision really well. So it's that they work really well as a package, because one talks about your strengths and your gifts and so forth, and the other one is the things you need to work with, the weaknesses. Um, yeah, so, and I wanted to just mention 2 more things as well. So, one is, on the description, I've shared a fundraiser, by someone called Amjad. He's a 20-year-old from Gaza. He's got a really large family, like 9 sisters, 2 brothers, um, and, um and he's raising money so they can have food and waterproof their tent for the winter, and have essentials. And I've shared his Instagram as well, for those of you who might like to follow him, because he posts videos up on there. And I just want to say I'm supporting through the fundraiser. I'm supporting quite a few families. So sometimes it's hard to keep up, with yeah, supporting everyone, giving everyone, what they need so they can have enough food and so forth. So if you did want to just send a donation, even a small donation to Amjad's fundraiser, even just £10, and follow him on Instagram, and share him on social media, if you'd like to, that would be very much appreciated. Just so his sort of campaign can take off a bit more and he can have, more support for it, because of his large family. He's got a lot of people to provide for. And finally, if you wanted to join the groups, go to the gen.net site, and on there we do the New Earth transmission groups every week, the clearing group every month, and also you can purchase older groups from there as well. So yeah, so that's it. And so I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. Hmm. Hmm. I would like you to know that what I am actually seeing at the moment is that there is a lot going on many levels. There is a lot clearing, and it is very good for you to know that when you are in the spirit, there is always going to be an extraordinary amount going on in you. And that is because the spiritual energies will help you to recognize what needs greater work, will show you things about your life, will give you inspiration. So, those of you who are leading a life that is about your spirit, your connection to the oneness, your innermost being, you will always have a lot going on inside. And some of it will be really positive, and some will be more troublesome energies that you will be having to work with. So it is a reminder that it is perfectly normal to have a lot going on. It is not necessarily that there is anything wrong with you, but more that your energies are wide open and you are really seeing what is there on a deeper level and working with it. And those of you who get a bit anxious, remember anxiety is not necessarily about what is in your energy. It is also about what is around you in your life. And there are things that can make you feel anxious because what you are then experiencing inside is energy that is turbulent, negative, and perhaps your connection to your innermost being is not quite strong enough to stay centered around these energies. So, what I will say is when you find yourself feeling anxious, take yourself off to a peaceful, quiet place where you can then go within and clear the energies and be much more in your innermost being, your center. I will say that anxiety will almost always have some correlation to what is going on outside. It may even be a very subtle energy, but those of you who carry trauma in your pain body, who are perhaps not fully grounded in yourselves, who are not fully in your center, will feel this energy more acutely. So, those of you who are working with a lot of trauma, remember that peace and quiet is important so you can regain your own equilibrium. And once this equilibrium is strong, you will find yourself less affected by external energies. I am also saying this because I want those of you who are more anxious, prone to anxiety, to know there is nothing wrong with you. It is simply that there is something in the way to your innermost connection that then can get activated. And it is actually more about the experiences you have had rather than anything else. I also want to share that anxiety is often accompanied by other feelings, such as feeling that perhaps something isn't right, feeling afraid, feeling that you are in one way or another not in a safe environment. And these feelings can escalate. So it is really important to put yourself in places where you feel that the energy is calm, especially at the moment. I also would like you to know that when you are living in the light, you will always find yourself feeling a bit like you are going to have to keep going inwards to stay centered. For a while at least, you will feel like this because of all that you are clearing at the same time and all that you are also experiencing externally because of your sensitivity, because your energies are open. So it is really good for you to know this, that living in the light is always going to be accompanied by needing time to go within, time for yourself. That it is absolutely impossible to have a life that is about light and truth and oneness and simply keep going forwards in life and not have time out, time for yourself. That time is really important for yourself in order to find yourself from the inside. And it may even be some of you would like to go away on retreats to do things that take you away from your everyday life, to find yourself on a deeper level, reconnect, to really strengthen your connection within. I also would like you to know that every single one of you here is going to be making a difference in the world. You all have power. You all have gifts and strengths. And as you focus on the power you have, even if it is minuscule in comparison to what you may perceive others to have, whatever power you have, focus on it. Use it in a way that is very positive, that helps people, that helps to elevate life, and your power will keep increasing, especially in the new age, where those who are doing good are favored over those who use their power in very maligned ways to cause chaos for their own ends. That in the world, those who are using their power for the greater good will be given more of it. So even if you have very little power in the world, so to speak, such as, for example, having ill health and only being able to do a certain amount, only having certain things you can even do, then if you use this for the greater good, that power will increase. And actually, whatever your weaknesses are will be strengthened as well through this. So never believe that you are powerless. Know that you have power. Whatever small part of you is feeling empowered, use your power in a positive way. And finally, it is also good for you to know that power is not necessarily the same as having a lot of energy in your system, because some people have a lot of energy, but they don't feel empowered. And so, power is a particular type of energy, and it is an energy that is very much to do with the part of you that is grounded here on earth, that knows that it can affect the earth in a positive way. And as you focus on power, it will increase. But those of you who perhaps are compromised when it comes to power, you may also like to focus on clearing what is in the way of your power being much more in a stronger way in your body, much stronger, clearer. And as you focus on this as well, your power will increase exponentially. It is good for you to also know that when you use your power in a way that is really positive, it will elevate you as well. So if you are finding that you are using your power in a way that is positive, but you are left out of the equation, remember it is time to go within and go into perhaps why this is happening, why you are being left out. And it may be that you have made inner affirmations that you will help others, but not yourself. Perhaps you leave yourself out of the equation, or perhaps there is something else going on, such as you are doing positive things, but it is not in the right direction. And finally, I would like you to know that when you are really empowered, it is not going to be that everything in your life is bright, perfect, aligned. But what it does mean is that you will be able to feel that whatever is not right, you can correct. So it gives you a feeling that things can be made right. And sometimes you will not really know how this is, but then the power you have will perhaps take you to the right places and people who will show you that. So that is what I see. That personal power increases your ability to solve problems in your life. It helps you to feel that you can surmount obstacles. And most of all, it gives you a sense that you can have a positive effect in the world around you, that you can make positive things happen. My final message is that there is always going to be a lot of discrepancy between you and others when you are in your power as well, actually. That this is very, very common because those of you who are truly empowered, you will end up causing waves, making things happen, move on the earth plane. Whether you like it or not, it will happen. So there will be a greater discrepancy between you and those who are not really in the same type of energy as you. Those who are perhaps moving in different directions, who have a different perspective. And sometimes it will be that you are very much in the light and you are making waves, making things happen. And this causes things around you to happen as a result. And what I would like to reassure you about is that when you are living in the light, when you are empowered and also very much in the light, there will be a protection around you. You will be looked after. There will be something that helps you, protects you. But when you are very much in your power, and using it in ways which are not quite right, there will be opposition, and perhaps it will make you reflect on how you are using your power, the things you are doing, especially in the new age. So it is a reminder that it is really important to stay connected to the light within, to use your power in a good way. And when you do, you may will still have some opposition, but there will be a protection there that is very much about you being able to be in your own energy, unaffected by others. And that protection may even come in through people you know helping you, supporting you. And if you are ever feeling that this is not there and you are in the light, it may be that there is something to work with here in your protection. And it will come to you how you do this, that you will be sent the right information, the right help. I have no more to say on this subject, but what I am talking about at the moment is very important for this new age. It is actually information you all need. It is about recognizing your power so that you can have a very positive effect on the world. I have one more thing to talk about, and that is every single one of you here is meant to be here. You have not come here by chance. You are meant to be here. And you are meant to be here because when you were very much in a higher state in spirit, you made that decision to be here. And because of that decision, many other things have happened, such as coming here and finding yourself, perhaps feeling that things are not quite right, having certain experiences, meeting certain people. But it has all come through that initial decision you made to be here. That none of you have been forced to be here. You have chosen it. So when you go within and go deep and question your choice to be here, remember that at one point you made that decision to be here at this particular time. And if you can go back to that point where you made that decision and look at what was going on inside of you at that time, feel it. It will actually help you to have a stronger energy on earth, a sense that you are really meant to be here, that you are a part of life, that you are part of all that is going on. And through that, it strengthens you. So it is good to reflect on this And this is for those of you who feel a bit low, questioning why you chose to be here, questioning your existence. Go back to that point where you made that decision. Go back there in your awareness. Perhaps ask your higher self to take you there and feel it. And doing this daily can be a very good practice to strengthen your will to be here, your resolve, your sense that you are meant to be here. And the more you connect to this, the more you are connecting to your true identity here on earth, the truth of your existence here, the truth of your incarnation in this particular life. I have no more to say, but the messages I have given today are really meant to empower you, to strengthen you, to help you to recognize that life, especially in this life, will not be easy actually for any one of you at times. That there is a lot going on energetically, a lot clearing, rearranging, a lot happening, that it is not an easy incarnation, but you have chosen to be here. You are here and you have power. You have the ability to make things happen. And remember to use it. That is all. I would like you to know that the week ahead will be a good one, a week where you can make your life better in some ways, do things on the earth to make things better. But more than this, a week where there will be opportunities for expansion and growth. That is what I see. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening. And yes, wishing you a really good week ahead, a good weekend, and lots of love to all of you.